Hello, everyone. I'm Cordell, and do you think the Taco Bell version of Christmas is Livmas?
Hi, I'm Samantha, and 2023 is gonna be crazy. I don't know.
My name is Caleb Burley, and I got a present.
And welcome, and
can say
be
in
in the
this.
welcome to the This House Junk Place. This is Junk House.
Happy New Year.
It's a psychobilly freakout!
I'm sorry.
Are you cool with what happened, or do you want to take another run at it and
No,
clean it
I'm
up?
cool. That is. I'm leaving all of
Goodness.
that in.
Goodness. Okay.
I'm leaving this in too. Probably. This is how.
Good,
Hi.
probably. Yeah.
Yeah, this is how we start the show.
This is the show.
Yeah,
This is the beginning.
Welcome to the new year. We've degraded a lot.
Yeah, we don't exist anymore.
I want right now at the start of the show, I want to float an idea by you guys already because I took a shower last night.
Finally.
Long day, right? Took all year.
Yeah, completely rebrand.
Got to completely rebrand. I'm now clean, Caleb. So
Now
no more,
it's gotta be the clean house.
no more cussing from this boy.
Yeah, we vacuumed the floor, and now it's actually not that dirty around here.
It's
Yeah.
it's crazy.
How do you guys feel about this episode marking the start of season 2 of Junk House? And
Well, what if I told you that there has always been a season option in Anchor, and I just haven't put a season because I thought it would be one continuous thing.
Oh, no, we don't need to
Like a
mark it as
metaphorical
new
season.
It's a metaphorical season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
Like-
is the start of metaphorical season 2.
logistically. Yeah.
I'm being recasted. I'm being replaced by David Hyde Pierce. So this is
we are all Time Lords, or as in our realm, Junk Lords. So we
Yeah.
all are being regenerated into.
Yeah.
You know.
Kelsey Grammer is replacing me.
That's going to be very problematic because he is a very right wing.
Wait, did he get problematic?
But he was always a bit. He's not like
I don't
a
pay attention to Kelsey
problematic
Grammer.
Republican, but
Me
he's
neither.
definitely Republican.
Okay,
Yeah.
James Vanderbeek is replacing me.
I'm being
Okay,
replaced by
yeah,
a dog.
Yeah, a talking
Finally, we've
dog.
needed
Wait a
to
second.
get like the kid demographic in there.
we've needed to get kids in this show.
Yeah,
and
this
also
is
to
just
not
Dog with
completely
a
rip
Blog,
off of
the
my brother
podcast.
and me, I'm actually getting regenerated as a cat. Because that was a whole bit that Griffin did, and I just remembered that I'm stealing it.
Oh man,
I
that
may
is
have been
real
slightly,
talk.
yeah. I may have been slightly inspired by my brother and me because they do joke about a new season.
That's
That's fine. I was just
That
straight up
is-
immediately ripping from Griffin, so.
Legitimately, one of my worst fears as a creative person is the factual statement that nothing is original. But
Yeah.
I'm so scared of my whatever I make being too unoriginal. Like, it's one thing of like, oh yeah, this movie is like this movie. But it's another thing to be like, this movie is this movie with
Yeah,
a different face.
Like we don't
like
want
they're the same entirely.
Armageddon versus Deep Impact or whatever it was.
Yeah,
you
or Olympus Has Fallen versus White House Down or whatever.
Yeah, or James Bond and Austin Powers.
Or
Those are
Spy
the
Kids
same
and
movie.
Spy Kids 2.
That's called a sequel, Samantha.
But are we
damn.
gonna
Okay.
ignore
Shit, I'm sorry.
Spy Kids versus Spy Kids 4?
Now
Spy
that's
Kids-
actually.
Spy Kids
No,
4
that's
sucks
trash.
ass.
Or are we going to ignore Space Jam versus Space Jam 2,
No,
the capitalism edition?
I've seen Space Jam so many times.
I love
'cause
Space Jam.
I love Space Jam. One of my favorite activities for many years was to get as high as I physically could and watch Space Jam. It's a great time. If you've never done it, I highly suggest it.
Is that it?
Yeah,
It
this
really
makes
sounds-
me
It's
an
good.
expert on Space Jam, and so I'm gonna
Got
say Space Jam 2. It wasn't that bad. It was fine.
I didn't even watch it. I was a little bit too indignant about it.
It was fine. It's not bad.
I've seen
Yeah.
scenes, but that's about it.
Yeah.
When y'all were like younger or even now, did you ever like envision life in seasons? And not like fall, summer, winter, spring, but like oh yeah,
season
and this
1, season 2.
yeah,
Kinda?
like whenever I was, especially in school, like semesters, like fall semester, spring semester, summer, those were easy seasonal like breakdowns. Did you ever like envision things like that?
I
think
think
I
for
did
me,
some.
it was more like, oh, this moment feels like the end of a season, more
Got
than
it.
like I'm in season 2 of my life.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would say something
fair.
more. I did something more along the lines of what Sammy's talking about, of more just like, oh, this feels like the end of this season. You
Yeah,
know?
I feel like
That's
all
fair.
of us have good like cinema media story literacy. So I think it's just we probably have each of us been like realized, oh, this is a very cinematic or a very story moment in real life. So bada bing,
Yeah,
bada
like
boom.
any time I'm having a serious conversation with a good view, I'm like, dang it, I became a movie again.
Yeah.
Dude, I get that all the time. Or if I'm like driving with some, like I used to, my friend Orion, who used to be a cast member of Nat Wonderful. If you've ever listened to that show, dear listeners,
True.
and
Big
he and
robot
I are
boy.
still, yeah, he and I are still friends and still talk. But he and I, like when we lived really close to each other, I would just like go around driving with him, and then it was like, oh, it's golden hour, and it'd be like, oh, fuck, we're driving down a country road at golden hour.
We got a kiss
Caleb,
now, I guess.
We got a kiss.
Yeah.
maybe.
While driving, don't slow down.
Yeah.
You're-
7
uh,
miles.
Okay, I'm gonna share this story. When I was in high school, I started dating a girl once,
Shit.
and right,
Oh my
good
God.
for me,
Wow.
good for me.
It's fucking impressive.
But
I wish I could.
before we
I wish
started
I could meet
dating,
a girl.
Oh. It's me. I'm the girl.
anyway, before it was one of those moments where like the first kiss was also the admission of feelings, if that makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
But it was in her car in the rain while we were
Oh.
parked behind the school at night in the rain,
You
and like
troped.
she leaned forward and kissed me out of the blue, and the kiss was so good she accidentally revved the gas of the car.
You trope.
Oh my God.
I
And then
was,
the camera
like-
slowly zoomed out and then it said
Yeah.
the end.
No, and then there was a hand on a foggy window, and then
Hand hook,
another hand
cargo
on a
can-
different window, and then another hand on the front window.
And then the
and then-
camera zoomed back into the car, and they were playing Twister.
Yeah. And then there was a foot on the back window and a hook hand on the door,
Oh God!
No.
and there was tapping on the roof of the car.
And it was the
That was
dog their
me.
entire time.
Yeah, and the dog said, "Hey, dogs can lick too."
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Oh gosh!
And with that, is it present time?
Yeah, we got each other presents. We talked
We
about
got
this like a
presents.
month ago.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, I think the fans have noticed, and I don't remember if we said anything about it, but we took a little break over the Christmas weeks.
We just did it. We didn't say anything.
I
Yeah,
think we
we
said
just-
it last episode
I
that we
think
were
we.
gonna
I
take.
think we
take a
said that
break.
we might take a break.
We never, because I remember our decision to take the break was like the week before Christmas. We were like, we want to record? Nah.
Fair- yeah. Oh, we did
The
that
most
with the
junk
other
house
ones,
move. Yeah.
But yeah, we got each other gifts. Cordell got me a gift. I got
Mhm.
Caleb a gift, and Caleb got Cordell a gift. We just did a
So-
little loopy.
Cordell will be opening the gift that I got him first.
Ooh, beautiful.
And I worked a long time on selecting this gift.
Oh, goodness. So, listeners, this gift, this package is from Card Kingdom, which, if you play Magic the Gathering, you know, is one of the preeminent sellers of Magic cards and merchandise.
Not sponsored.
It's probably not sponsored. It's
Not
probably going to be a big old meme. So let's find out.
Let's find out.
Cordell is opening the pack.
Okay, and I'm actually going to close my eyes and simply put them in my mouth and tell you what the gift is.
That'd be
Yeah.
very impressive.
Oh, it's a Switch case. It's a Switch game.
Okay, it is a lot of cards.
It's a lot of cards.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, what have you done? Are they? Oh, no, there's, okay.
I got him a few different cards.
Okay.
So, listeners and Sammy, there is a magic card, and I believe I mentioned it possibly on this show, named Colossal Dreadmaw. And all this creature is a dinosaur. It costs 6 mana, and
Yeah.
it is a 6/6, and it has no abilities to speak of except trample. So it's just big dino.
Yeah.
And Caleb, how many of this big dino are there in here?
I got you 60.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And then I'm seeing another card, a bit of diversity here,
yeah.
and this card is Dan, which is a meme magic card. It is a fish under some boats, and it is not very strong, but there is a fan-made format around this card that I might now have enough copies to create that deck for it.
So this is the other part of that gift that you don't know. I don't have it with me right now, but in a deck box sleeved up is the rest of the cards to complete that format. So
we
that-
have a Dan deck.
That way, next time we're together, we can all play the Dan format.
We
Oh
can
my
play the
God.
Dan. Yeah, okay, so Magic is normally played where everyone has their own deck of cards that they have built and constructed, and you play to win. The Dan format is one single deck that everyone draws from on their turn, and then you try to win that way.
So you have
And
a
it is-
shared library and a shared graveyard.
That sounds
And the-
very fun.
And so, like, the only rule is that the only creatures in the game are Dans. And
Okay.
everything else is just any blue spells you want them to be.
So the
So
way
you
that
c- you-
the way that I have built it is a mix of shuffle your graveyard into your library effects.
Oh, good stuff. Yeah.
And different things like that to make it harder. But also a lot of things that are destroy island or make all.
Oh,
so it makes it to where the game will last a long time, and you have to really think about what you're doing.
It is just resource management hell.
That's what I'm good at.
Honestly, that's delightful. But what am I going to do with all these Dreadmaws?
So it's exactly 60, but they don't have the same watermark or thing because Card Kingdom would not let me buy 60 from Double Masters or 60 from this.
So
So
it's 20 from 3 different sets.
yeah. So I just got them for you. This is the bad part of the gift. It's your job to figure out what the fuck to do with it because I have
Good.
no fucking
I
clue.
fucking love that.
I just bought the
likely-
max number of Dreadmaws it would let me buy in one purchase.
In all likelihood, these Dreadmaws will work their way back into your possession in some prank down the road.
Honestly,
possibly
yeah.
having gained more Dreadmaws.
I fucking
Yeah.
love that.
So we'll see what the future holds for those. But Caleb and I are gonna play some good fish magic, and I'm gonna ruin his life with this dinosaur.
Yeah.
Good.
So
Thank
is
you,
it,
Caleb. What a wonderful gift.
is it me now?
Yeah, Sammy.
Okay. Cordell got me something, and I'm gonna open it right now. It's lighter than our smallest box, says
Wow.
Amazon.
Holy shit.
Another bag?
Oh my god.
A gift for you. Shipment Amazon packaging selected.
It's bags on bags, baby.
It's bags on bags on bags.
Oh, you got a gift wrap.
Yeah, I wanted to be safe.
That's fair.
Oh, It really is another bag. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm just open it. Just tell me what you find in there.
So, well, I'm going to go down to this fun one down here.
Yeah. The fun one is the
But-
reason it exists.
I don't know what these are, but this one, they're like balls, and this one's a Pokeball.
So, Sammy, these are like stress toys. They're fidgets
That's
and
what
stress toys.
okay.
You know those like
Yeah.
the reusable bubble wrap things? This one will, as you push more in, others will pop out.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah, like
So,
there's
like, you-
one, oh, and it popped out by itself, but oh
Yeah.
my god. And they're all like
So
so,
the
cute
yeah.
too. I mean,
Yeah.
this one's obviously my favorite, but we got like they're all individually wrapped.
They are.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But we
Oh,
got
Bags
like
on bags.
this one's like mint
Trans
and
black.
pink.
That's kind of
oh,
transy. I like that.
That's kind of whoa. This one's kind of very.
Whoa.
I don't know if it's gonna. I mean, you can see it.
I wish we had a
These are
visual
so
component to this
cool.
episode because
I
these are
know.
actually way more vibrant in real life than I thought they'd be. That's awesome.
I was thought we should have filmed it, but then part of my was like, I don't want to have to
That's fair.
edit a lot of that. But oh my god. Okay, last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness. These are gonna be like.
5 balls.
I'm gonna keep some of them in my car. This one's like blue and orange. Oh my
That
god.
kind of looks like a sunset.
And they came with their own bag that says cat on it. But I love. Oh
But
my
yeah.
god, I love this.
I saw the Pokeball one and I thought this is perfect because they're also really mesmerizing, like fidgets.
Yeah, like I can like I even like just doing it. I'm like doing it off screen. It's like
Yeah.
I like that a lot, and I don't have any fidget toys, so this is very very good. I like this a lot. Oh my god,
I'm
Thank you,
glad.
Cordell.
No
I-
problem.
I'm gonna keep this guy right on my desk too. So
Yes,
then
I
I'll
made
look
the
it
desk.
over and I'll go, oh my god, Cordell, I love that guy.
I made the desk.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, I do need to
Gift
put these
giving
away.
is stressful for me, so I'm glad you like them.
I'm gonna put all of these away though, so Mike just does the entire
Yeah.
episode.
The audio for the rest of the series of podcasts is ruined because of
just-
this gift.
Awful, but worth it.
So
It's your turn,
Have-
Caleb.
I have a gift, and Sammy told me I wasn't even allowed to look at the return address.
Well, okay, yeah.
So-
So I just a quick context. If there was a competition, I think I won.
Yeah,
will say
so
Oh, okay.
I bought the same thing for myself, and it got to me before Caleb, which is perfect. So I saw the package go, oh no, if Caleb sees this, he will know exactly immediately what this is. So with that, Caleb.
So I'm opening the package
Without
but
looking at
still-
the front?
I'm still
Okay.
not looking at it. Yeah, I'm. As you can kind of see my hand, so I'm reaching into the package. Oh, that's a. I don't like that texture. I don't know what
You
this is.
don't? Okay.
It's I came in a bag.
Okay.
That's
oh,
what
wait,
it is.
Okay, this is definitely a plush of some sort.
It's a plushie. I'm holding mine in my hand right below the camera.
Oh my god! Oh, it's a
No
woggle.
way.
It's a woggle bug plush. God,
You got wogged.
You
I
got wogged.
wogged. Oh my gosh!
And
Oh,
Cordell, I will be buying you one when they are back in stock. But they're not
That
in
is
stock
fair.
right now.
That is fair. Thank you.
I'm-
Wow.
terrified.
Get wogged.
Get fucking wogged.
It's so the jacket comes up so you can see his little wagussy.
It's a very nice quality plushie. It's
a
ridiculous.
it's a
Look at
genuinely
look at the
good-
packaging now, and show
Yeah,
the packaging.
The packaging. It says, "Oh, yep." It. This is definitely she got personalized stamps.
Oh yeah.
the
that have the
Woggle
woggle bug on the sticker,
And
Oh
it's
my
the
gosh.
animation woggle bug. This
Oh my
is so good.
and she
So-
hand wrote the address, or like the shipping address and the name on the front.
This is
So good.
I'm definitely keeping this out of Wilder's reach.
Okay. Yeah,
Wilder would kill
I
that
initially
bug.
said, Caleb, I think either you will love this, but if for some reason you don't, Wilder will. But
yeah, you said so.
I assumed
but
you would
here's
love
the
it.
thing.
but-
This is perfect because I can just now take pictures of the Wogglebug doing wild things.
Exactly.
But never homosexual things.
Never homosexual.
Never homosexual things.
Yeah.
Now, here's
Bisexual
the-
things, maybe.
For sure, bisexual things.
Who doesn't?
The
Who doesn't
crazy
do bisexual
little story
things?
behind that, because I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna get for Caleb, and then I look on my YouTube, and Cynthia
Oh.
goes, "Hey, I'm doing a deal for 50% off for the plushies," and I was like,
Oh,
"That's literally perfect," because the plushies were $20. It's like, I'm not gonna spend $20 for this,
but $10?
but $10 for sure. So I bought Caleb one. And I was like, this is also perfect because Caleb and I were the people that like found it together, did the research
Yeah.
together. And then like 2 days later, she goes, "Hey, we're having a 75% off deal." So then I was like, I guess I got to buy one for myself. And then like that
Mm.
day, people were asking in the Discord because they sold out. Because like a
Damn.
bunch of people were buying like multiple, like 10. And I was like, okay.
I love that there's enough demand that she sold out of these bugs.
I know.
I love
I
it.
know. And I mean, there will be one in your house when they're back.
Yes. 'Cause, I mean, honestly, with the savings from the first two, you could buy the last one full price and still like
I
have a little
probably
bit of
will.
savings in there.
And yeah, because I got for 15. I already bought them way less.
Are you guys ready for a quiz to see what the heck you remember from the last year?
Yeah.
Almost nothing, but I do remember the best part of the year, so I hope it comes up in the quiz. And if it doesn't, we'll talk about it.
It just might. But here's
We are
just
working together also.
Yeah, you
because
guys
we're
are
friends and
working
we love each
together
other.
to remember some of these.
I'm gonna win.
Here's the deal.
I'm gonna use this as
2022
my buzzer.
there was an amount of time that I just forgot happened. So some of these things I'm like, what the fuck was that? But also 2022 felt like the longest year of my life in several ways, but also the shortest year. So CNN released a list of what they called notable things to happen. So that is where am pulling these questions from. So starting off with question number 1.
Good place to start.
Which artist broke the record of most Grammy nominations ever earned by a woman in 2022?
Oh,
Is it? I think it's probably Taylor Swift.
I think so. Part of me
It's
wants
gotta
to
be
say
T-Swizzle.
Billie Eilish, but she wasn't that big. She wasn't like
No, Taylor
the
Swift
news
has had
as
more
much.
time to garner those nominations. You know
I
what I'm saying?
I think that
Taylor
is.
Swift?
I think Tay Tay.
T-Swizzle.
No points, unfortunately. The person who broke the record this year,
Beyonce.
Beyonce with her album Renaissance.
I
always forget about B.
God damn it. I
Yep.
forgot that came
Yeah,
out.
so no points for that, but
Easy.
it's okay because you guys are gonna have more chances.
We're gonna have more
Um,
points than God. Wait.
You're gonna have more points by the end of this for sure.
Well, he's not playing the quiz, so
that's fair.
as long as we get one question, we got more points.
But God knows everything, so if he did play this quiz, he would win.
Well, I choose to think he would reduce his knowledge for the duration of the quiz to be comparable to that of us, so that we'd have a fair chance.
He's got to be fair.
That's
He's got to be fair.
It wouldn't be a real
That's fair.
win if he just was like,
No,
I know everything.
Yeah, like yeah.
He's got to win
All
fair
right.
and square. That's
This
God's
is
personality.
This is a two-part question, so it has the possibility of 2 points.
Yes.
Okay, bet.
What movie garnered so much drama that it caused one of the leading actors to disassociate at its Venice premiere?
Don't worry, darling.
That's one point. And who was the writer of Don't Worry,
Oh,
Darling?
the writer?
It's Olivia Wilde, right? I mean, I know she directed it.
Did she also write it though? I mean, I'm down.
With
I'm
with
down.
how
I don't
poorly it
remember.
went, I gotta kind of assume she wrote it too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
got no
don't-
better guess.
Exactly. I don't remember who wrote it at all.
Olivia Wilde.
You got it. That's 2 points. Olivia
Okay.
Wilde wrote and
Dope.
directed Don't Worry, Darling. If you
Don't
didn't
worry.
watch it,
You got it right.
don't worry. You don't have to. It was a bad movie.
Which is a shame because
Good to
the
know.
trailers really had me intrigued. Like, if it weren't for the media storm that was just so bad around it, I would have gone to the theater to see it.
And it's on HBO if you really want to watch it. But, like, it's so bad that Olivia and I watched it, got bored, skipped a full hour of the movie, and it still made sense. So that means there's an
Oh, no.
hour of pure filler, at least.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Next question. Who is Tariq?
One more time.
Who is Tariq? Tariq. He was more known by his nickname that he garnered on the internet.
Corn Kid.
It is
Yeah.
Corn Kid.
I thought
Tariq.
I thought so, but I really just didn't want to be like, is Corn Kid?
Yeah,
I don't
no,
know. It
it's
just felt
Corn
weird.
Kid. Tariq.
Well, yeah.
Tariq,
my-
aka Corn Kid.
My guess was gonna be one of the characters from Avatar 2, so Corn Kid
Oh,
is a much
okay.
better answer.
Yeah.
You know, it could be. I'm gonna keep up my. I've never seen Avatar and or Avatar 2 at this point. So
I mean, at this
I-
point, that's a pretty impressive streak.
That's
Yeah.
impressive. I just will say for me, myself, and I, as a movie lover, I am contractually obligated to go see Avatar, just based, especially the second one, just especially based on how advanced the technology has become in that movie and how, like, I don't know if you've even seen the CGI water.
I have, and it is.
It
Some.
is insane how good it is.
I will say though, as much as I did enjoy the second one, I have a moral conflict, well, more of a possible ethical conflict that is starting to brew within me. Just about like this old white dude making a story about natives fighting off white people.
Yeah.
Especially given the fact that I read a chunk from an interview where James Cameron talking about Avatar was like, I just thought about those tribes back during like the American expansion. He was like, I just kept thinking what could have happened if they had fought harder.
Yikes.
So-
okay,
So
Cameron.
there's a part of me that is like having a slowly like developing a bad taste in my mouth about
Yeah.
it. Even
Mhm.
though it's really well done and well made, I hope that they bring a few more indigenous voices into the team moving forward.
they
For
won't.
real.
They won't, but like if they did, that'd be really nice.
That would be dope.
I just don't care at the. I've never
Yeah.
seen a James Cameron movie.
Not
that
even
I like.
Titanic?
No,
Interesting.
Not even.
Penguins
Cordell,
2?
Cordell frantically Googles James Cameron movies.
The Terminator,
No,
Aliens,
no,
T2 Judgment Day.
no.
Really, this is.
Okay, next quiz question.
Next question. All
The
right.
Lost Tomb of Jesus.
That's a
No.
great one. That's a great one. Okay.
Funny Girl returned on Broadway this year, but had a swift casting change. So can you tell me who is now playing Fanny Bryce, and who originally played Fanny Bryce. So there are two questions. So who was replaced and who did the replacing?
I'm not going to be any help.
This was very like, because I still am like minorly connected to like theater news on the internet, but not very connected. It was a little bit of a Twitter meme, but I just don't remember because I didn't care.
I mean, you're not losing points. So you can just pass.
The name Liza Minnelli's coming to mind, but that might just be unrelated.
She's old
entirely.
as fuck.
Exactly. That's what she might have done Funny Girl way back when.
I'm realizing that I didn't care about the same things CNN cares about.
Yeah. So,
weird, right?
Yeah, it's
very strange.
Really weird.
Pass.
Leah Michelle replaced Beanie Feldstein. That's it. Which Beanie Feldstein.
That's why she
Jonah
was in
Hill.
the fucking news so much, and why brought up that she can't read anymore and all.
That was a fun meme though.
That was a fun
It was
meme.
a fun meme.
But that's the only reason I know it. I didn't know that she was doing a new thing.
All right. Next question. This one I feel like you guys will get. At least one of you will get.
Okay.
Which one of the Try Guys cheated on their wife?
Ned Fulmer.
Yeah, Ned Fulmer cheated on the wife. And
them covering up him in edits has been a very good meme as well, I will say.
It really has been. They like literally will edit in like an elephant in his place to address the elephant in the room.
Did I say that I had no clue who that man was until the week that scandal broke? I watched a Game Nights episode that he was on.
Yeah.
And he played Commander on Game Nights. And then it broke. And I was like, oh, I remember that guy from Game Night.
Yeah. Oh,
Ned.
The Try Guys are like some of my comfort videos that I watch to like fall asleep sometimes. So I knew a lot. So fun. This will be the second to last question, but this one I feel like it's almost a free point. Who returned to rap this year with their album Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers?
Kendrick fucking Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar returned to rap. You guys have 5 points.
Really quick, before we end, we just have to, on the record, the Junk House would like to nominate Kendrick Lamar as the GOAT of rap of all time.
Agreed.
Cannot be changed, cannot be dethroned. Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna need you two to give me listening recommendations because I don't listen to rap much at all, and I've definitely not listened to Kendrick.
100%. I can give you like some like very approachable Kendrick songs.
I'm just feeling so out of the loop. It ain't funny.
Because To Pimp a Butterfly is my favorite album by his, but it is very deep and very dark. So probably don't start with that.
I think Good Kid, Mad City is a good place to start.
I think that's a very good place to start. Good Kid, Mad City. Okay.
What artist raised a #1 hit this year for the first time since the 1980s?
The same person, though?
The same person.
Okay.
Or people?
Person.
Okay.
Person. Okay.
And I will give you guys one hint, but if you can get the song that went #1 and the artist, I'll give you 2 points.
I'm thinking Elton John Cordell. Because I know I'm pretty sure he had his last performance this year or last year.
Okay, I'll go ahead and tell you it's not that because he did, but he remixed it with Dua Lipa and some other people. So that I'm counting as kind of like a group effort.
What is the hint?
Okay.
The hint is Stranger Things.
Oh, it's Running Up That Hill. Kate Bush. Kate Bush with Running Up That Hill.
All right, I'll give you guys 2 points for that. It is Running Up That Hill.
Running Up Kate Bush.
A Deal with
Kate
God
Bush.
by Kate Bush.
I like the Make a Deal with God for 2 avocados for $10.
2 avocados for $10. He
says, that's not very good.
I said, yeah, but you got.
Isn't money kind of beneath you? Said, it's the principle. I said, do you want the avocados or not?
God damn
Very
it.
good. But yeah, so you guys got 7 points. So out of a possible 9. So yeah, you guys knew 2022 pretty well. I forgot some of that was 2022. Like, the only reason I realized Kate Bush coming back was in 2022 was because I remember Olivia making up a dance to
Run Up
that
the Hill?
song, and it was very fucking good. Very funny.
Very fucking. You know what else happened? 2022.
What?
What?
A little podcast called Junk House was started.
Yeah.
We
They
haven't been
sound
around
super
for a year
sexy.
yet. They're so
yeah.
hot.
The
They're so
host
hot.
of that show must be so fucking hot.
They can get it.
Oh,
They
yeah.
can fucking get out.
I think what also happened in 2022 that was a big moment for me was for the first time, all of Nat Wonderful was in the same room at the same time. Like,
But-
all the current members.
But why were we together?
Because I got
don't even know.
married.
Yeah.
It was great. I have a wife.
It was a big important one that Andrew Tate got arrested by Romanian authorities.
Yes.
I made a joke
Because
about that
can
before
we-
we recorded.
We have not had a chance to talk about this because
I
it just
know.
happened and we haven't
It's
recorded,
so
but like,
fucking good.
listeners, if you don't know, Andrew Tate started beef with Greta Thunberg out of the blue, out of nowhere one day. He's just like, hey, Greta, I got all these cars. Send me your email so I can tell you about all the emissions. And her response was, yeah, sure, here's my email. And it was smalldickenergy@getalife.com. And
So
he took
fucking
like
funny.
10
so
hours
mad.
to come up with a reply. And the reply was basically, I know you are, but what am I? And then he also came out with another reply that was a 2-minute video of him being an idiot. But in that video, he has someone hand him a pizza box so he can make a joke about not recycling it. And that pizza box connected him to a chain in Romania so the Romanian authorities could find and arrest him for trafficking.
Sadly, that is not completely accurate. They have been tracking him in Romania beforehand. I just have to say this for the.
Yeah,
It's really funny, but sadly, that's not. It like helped them a little bit, but they already knew he was in Romania. They were already planning on raids for his.
Yeah, the way
places.
that I understood it was
I'm really
that
sad about that. It wasn't the pizza boxes though.
well, the way
But
that
it confirmed
I
it. It confirmed it. Like
confirmed it. Yeah,
they
Because
had
he
their
was-
suspicions.
They knew he was in Romania before the pizza boxes.
Yeah, they
Shut
knew he
up.
was. They knew he was there, but it's kind of one of those weird things of like, just like for example, Olivia and I joke about Wilder doing war crimes, but unless we can prove that he did war crimes, we can't, do anything about it.
Yeah.
So they they knew he was in Ukraine, but didn't have any physical proof.
Mm-hmm.
So
they did have
the-
other proof other than the pizza boxes, though. I will say.
Yes,
I know.
Yeah, they
I
did
know for a
have
fact the pizza boxes were not. Because I know that this is true because I was really fucking sad when I read because I
Yeah.
really
That's what
wanted
I'm
the
going
pizza
through
boxes
right
to
now.
be connected. I was like,
I'm going
"No,
through this right
please."
now.
I'm kind of going through it now too, and
Yeah.
I was like
That's
thinking of all
why-
the legal arguments.
That's why I'm having that. Yeah, that's why I had to say it because it's
Yeah.
sad and it's dumb
The-
that
Yeah.
it wasn't.
Well,
but it
the
might have helped a little
apocryphal
bit.
story. The apocryphal story of Andrew Tate getting arrested because of pizza boxes that will live on.
For
For
But-
real, yeah.
I do think it is regardless of that being the cause or not, which it wasn't. Sad.
Rest in peace.
The fact that the day he decided to start that beef is the same day he got
Yes.
very publicly arrested in Romania for all of his crimes, delicious and beautiful.
And he just sucks. I mean, the reason
He's such a
even
bad man.
moved to Romania is he said himself because police were looser there.
Yeah. And because like didn't he flee the U.S. because of fairly accurate charges against him.
I think so. Yeah.
Like-
yeah.
Like he
Probably.
he has bragged openly about making women do cam work for him,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is legitimately
Okay.
sex trafficking.
Can I just say something about Andrew Tate?
Say
I
it,
don't-
dude.
I don't understand why people like him to begin with, but mostly because I'm gonna put this as the best I can. For him pretending to be such a manly man, he sounds like a little fucking nerd. Like his
He does.
voice
He
is
does.
so
Top
fucking
G.
like
I'm a top G.
Yeah.
I don't like women. Women are nothing. I'm a top G.
it's just so like how
Yeah, here's
it's like
what I
him
will
and
say
Ben
though.
Shapiro. Those are like the two people.
Yep.
I'm like, how do you?
I was
support
about to
them with the
compare him to
voice?
Ben Shapiro.
Damn.
What I will say about this is that, like, as a person who learned about Andrew Tate as a grown adult, well, grown with air quotes, as a person who learned about Andrew Tate past the age where Andrew Tate could have like gotten his hooks in me, I was talking to a younger client at work, and I mentioned that he got arrested, and he was like, "Wait, why?" I was like, "Well, because of sex trafficking." And like this kid was like, "Do they know for sure?" Because all he knew about Andrew Tate was that he had cool cars and made inspirational quotes.
Damn. Okay.
Mm.
So like that, and I told him, I was like, that is how people like him get their hooks in you. Because this kid's like 14. So I was like, that is how these people get their hooks in you, is that they draw you in with, oh, look at my cool lifestyle, look at these inspirational quotes, don't you want to be like me? And then it starts saying, well, part of how you be like me is disrespect women and be an alpha male Chad. And then like it spirals and spirals.
Yeah.
But like, to put a kind of serious note on it, I was talking to a person in his demographic who liked him well enough simply because all he knew was cool cars and inspiration.
well, I mean, it's
Yeah.
the
And
same,
that kid could have easily fallen into that path.
is the same for Jordan Peterson, because there's so many people that are just like, I read his books and it helped me change my life, and they just, even though
But,
a lot
like-
of his like life advice is like clean your room, just like very basic stuff, it was still, they heard it from him first, so it was like,
Yeah,
Okay.
and not to give credit to Jordan Peterson, but to give a little bit of credit, having like actual legitimate good advice and then down the road becoming this unfortunate person he's become, like, you could kind of separate those a little bit, like especially if you could read the stuff for free online. But
yeah.
like, it's different.
Well-
Whereas like Andrew Tate is incorrigible and has never given good advice.
Yeah.
There's
And,
nothing
like,
redeemable
But like,
there.
here's the thing about Jordan Peterson's advice: is it's stuff like set a routine,
Yeah, it's not that important. Like,
take a shower,
Clean
touch
your
grass, clean your
And-
room.
room, read
and
the Bible.
there are better people who have given better advice, that same advice in a better way.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
it's not even a lot of credit, but he has done more for the world than Andrew Tate.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. God damn.
So what do you guys like? I don't want to say resolutions, but like
don't like those
how
much.
you doing, and what's
Let's end this on a good note. Yeah.
Yeah, let's get happy. I got myself sad at the world.
get happy.
All the Jordan Petersons and Andrew Tates out there got me sad.
Well, I myself, okay, Christmas and New Year's was a complete wash, I will say.
Oof.
Aw.
It really was not good. I mean, there were good bits in there, of course, but like New Year's Eve, one of my expensive pieces for smoking marijuana, I was taking to a friend's house, and it slipped out of the bag and completely shattered. So that was a really
Aw.
fun
Aw.
New Year's Eve. But saying all that to say, today is really good. I'm going to get a new piece after this recording. I was really excited to record this episode because I love both of you very much and I've missed you through the holiday season. I have already have some random ideas of kind of what I want to accomplish this year. they're not super nailed down yet. But I think that at least for now, it's a good thing. I want to try and make some type of music at least every other month this year. Like do some, I want to get better at making music. I want to get better at editing for this shit. I also want to, I mean, none of these I am going to be like killing myself if I don't do. Like, I'm not going to be killing myself to do as well. So, but like, I would like to, there's one of my favorite games that we'll talk about more, was a game called Solar Ash. It came out like December 2021, but I played it in 22 rather, this year's 23. And I started getting into speedrunning of it because it's really fun and really flowy and great. And I kind of want to do that again because speedrunning is really fun. But
it looks gorgeous.
Yeah. Other than that, I think the last thing that I really want to do is just like, I used to go do a lot of random photo shoots with friends, and I just want to get better at taking photos. I haven't done those photo shoots since like fucking college. So I have ideas for some random stuff that I want to do at least in the next month or two. But
yeah,
I just want to creatively get better this year, and also I guess emotionally get better. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody else go.
I guess I can. I'm fine. Like, you know, I'm in a pretty good space. Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things. It's kind of weird because Olivia and I are like just now, like we're married now, which is really good. But now it's the like kind of both of us have, or at least I definitely have the feeling, and she seems to have the feeling of like, okay, well, what's next? What's the next thing?
Mm-hmm.
And so that is anxiety inducing for sure.
Oh, of course.
So there is some anxiety. But it'll be okay. Things I'm planning on doing this year. Getting back into therapy, not because I feel like I like need therapy necessarily, but like
Everyone
it never
needs therapy.
hurts.
Everyone needs therapy.
Everyone needs it, yeah. And
but yeah,
there's
you're
a
saying
plan.
you're not in a crisis time.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not in I'm not in a crisis where I'm like, fuck, I need to talk to somebody about it. But there is still just kind of like,
there's always healing to be done.
There's always So that's the thing I'm working on. So
cool. Do you have any creative pursuits you want to get at?
Oh God. Oh, creatively, you know what? No, I don't. I really just don't. I'm kind of like,
yes.
I'm content. I'm like,
good stuff.
I have 2 podcasts that I do creative stuff for, and like, you know what? Here's my honest thing. You know what I'm gonna do in 2023? I'm gonna stop telling people that I'm gonna read that book they suggest, because I'm not gonna read it. I'm not gonna read it. Like, stop suggesting books to people. You know how expensive those things are?
Speaking of, have you read Mistborn yet?
No, I haven't, Cordell. I saw
Good start.
it. I saw it.
2023 is the year of honesty.
I'll be honest with you. I saw it at Barnes & Noble the other day when I went for the 50% off hardback sale. You know what it wasn't? It wasn't hardback, so I didn't buy it. Because I was like, I'm not buying it because I can't get a discount.
Fair, dude.
Big respect here.
That's it. I'm not gonna. That's my New Year's resolution. I'm gonna stop pretending that I'm gonna read that book. Like, I'm working on my own books. Okay.
Well, perfect transition. I'm gonna read more books.
Hell yeah.
Coward.
What'd you say?
Coward.
No, probably one of my favorite things about 2022 was that it was the first year probably in my life that I've started reading the amount I want to read.
Mm.
I've always called myself a kind of reader. I've always like enjoyed reading but don't have the time or energy, and like for the first time in my life I have been having 3 to 5 sit down and read sessions a week for like 30 to an hour at the least. And like that feels good. It like
Yeah.
I read at least 6 books, which isn't a lot, I know. But I started like midway
That's
through the
still
year.
good. Yeah.
But like, the rate I went through them is the impressive thing. And I don't remember what I read before the Mistborn stuff because Brandon Sanderson has consumed my life since then. But I read like 6 of his books, and I read some before that. So like, I'm finally feeling like I'm at a good place in terms of how my leisure is going. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a shower, eat lunch, and go to the coffee shop after this to read a little bit. And that is a thing I want to continue. I do, however, want to get better at not just doing leisure. I got a gym membership in like mid-December,
Ooh.
and so I'm gonna start working out. I want to be healthier. I want to
Same. That's a big thing for me.
have
too.
a better schedule. I want to flop around less and like lead an active life more. And not that I'm like super unhealthy. It's just I've put on weight I didn't need to put on, and like I have let the past couple years since COVID started, I've just like let myself fall deeper and deeper into like not doing anything, and I don't want to be that guy anymore.
Same, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I feel that is actually one of my goals. Is instead of thinking of it as a set number of pounds, I want to lose around 10% of my total body weight,
Yeah.
which is like,
I like that.
doing the math, around 30 pounds. So
That's same for me. Yep.
yeah. So it's
Same.
still a lot, but
Yeah. And it's like I don't even necessarily have a pound goal. I just want to know that I am taking care of myself, and I want to like who I see in the mirror more.
yeah.
Like I want to eat a little bit less sugar. But like
Same.
I just want to take better care of myself. I've done a really good job of working on like my mind and my heart and my brain, and my like I want to be a little more holistic about it. Like I can't just do mental pursuits.
Yeah. Fair.
But I also want to get better at my job. I'm not saying I'm bad at my job, but like I'm at a job that I'm very passionate about and that I am excited to go to work.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm learning so much every time I go. So like I want to keep getting better at that to the degree that I think this is the year Cordy goes to grad school.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
I think I might.
MFT.
Yeah, probably. I definitely some kind of therapy track. If I do the MFT track, I could get like the typical licensure or MFT or both. So I feel like
Yeah.
that's the way to go. Just give myself time to decide. But I
Marriage
think-
and family therapy for the uninitiated.
Yeah. Or like LPC is like licensed something. I don't know.
Licensed practicing counselor.
Yeah.
Practicing counselor. Yeah. So basically I work at, for everyone who doesn't know, I work at a treatment center. I'm not going to like name it on here,
Of
but
course.
I work at a treatment center helping guys work on themselves, and I love it. And I think I've got a talent for it. So Cordy's going to start that track toward being a therapist.
Cordy's gonna start that track to become a
Because it's got-
therapist.
Ain't a hollaback girl.
He is a hollaback
Back
He's
girl.
a therapist guy.
I'll be whatever I
Yeah.
need to be.
Well,
Well, real quick, what goals do we want to set for this podcast? Do we have anything
I
we want
think-
to do?
I want to have. My goal is to have a guest on that is not one of our friends.
I think that's a really good one.
Yeah, let's bring someone we hate.
Yeah, let's bring somebody we hate. Andrew Tate. No,
I think we try
Not-
reaching out
not-
to some of our podcast heroes maybe and see what the fuck.
yeah.
I think we should stream more.
I was actually thinking about that because you had mentioned speed runs, and I'm like balls deep in a playthrough of XCOM 2 right now, and I think it would be fun to do an honest man run of XCOM on stream.
that would be dope.
Cause like there's just so much strategy and thought that like it's a very easy game to like have people give input in,
Yeah,
and I think that could be really fun.
we'll get that set up then.
How do I make Switch be on computer?
You have to have a capture card.
What?
They said
We'll talk about this
We'll
later.
talk about it later. Yeah.
If I stream anything, I've talked to Sammy before about she and I doing a VR stream, but I don't
Yeah.
know about the logistics of that. So the other one I would do is, I don't know, something.
You should do a
Thanks.
Stardew Valley stream.
Ooh,
I do love Stardew.
Star Dude, or honestly, a Breath of the Wild. But
Yeah.
I think Stardew would be
I'm
easier
looking
'cause
at
you
it.
don't
I'm
have
looking
to-
at a capture card right now. They're not
Oh.
they're not too expensive.
Is it like a Pokeball?
No. Well, I guess yes if you thought of the video output as the Pokemon.
Yeah. Oh, it's just like an HDMI thingy.
Yeah, you plug in your Switch to the HDMI and there should be, depending on what capture card you got, and you might have to figure it out with whatever laptop you
Yeah.
use, but USB,
Mhm.
whatever. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah,
Neat.
neat.
Well,
All
I
right.
think my goal before buying one of those would be to make sure there's enough interest to make it worth buying to do a stream.
Yeah, fair.
Well,
I think I'm
I
going to do it. Anyway.
think
Yeah, that's fine.
we're at a point where I'm gonna say thank you to the one and only Reverend Horton Heat
Reverend.
for letting us use that banger of a track, the one and only Psychobilly Freak Out, as our opening and closing music.
Billy Freak
It was a good
Out.
time.
It's a
Good,
good
time,
old
good track,
time.
good country. 98.5.
And then around that track.
WKKW.
If you want to follow us on that Twitter.com, that's dying and Elon Musk sucks. It's Junkhouse Pod. We changed it to Junkhouse Pod. So yeah, we tweet sometimes.
You could also email us at junkhousemailbox@gmail.com. And also, did you know that Elon Musk lost $200 billion in 2022?
Good.
That's a fucking, oh my God. I mean, makes sense. He sucks.
I mean, I'm just saying, you give me $200 billion and I'll lose it for good reasons.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't got any emails this week. I mean, it's the
Send
first week of
us-
New Year, so it makes sense. But
Send us some good change.orgs.
some
Yes.
good memes, some good
Some
kisses.
good change.org. Good kisses. Send us kisses through the phone.
Yeah, if you email us and it just says XOXO, then first of all, we've got you, Gossip Girl.
Oh no.
Second of all, thank you.
And just like we say every single week,
For the first time of this year, the first week, we always say this in 2023.
somebody come help me get this silly putty out of my ass, please.
Somebody call 911. Shorty got some silly putty in his ass.
Caleb, I can't. I got silly putty up my pee hole.
I can't help because I am silly putty.
Is this kinky?
Thanks for watching.
It's a psychobilly freak out!